Hi there, Mastery family. Welcome back to Mastery Podcast, where we share stories of impact driven entrepreneurs and solutions to help you thrive, not just to survive. I'm your host, Dr. Saz, and today we are diving into the future of wellness. So, as we stepping into the world where health isn't just about treating symptoms, right? It's about mastering your mind, your body, and your spirit. You heard me saying this over and over again. And I want to share something with y'all. I recently attended the A4M Longevity Fest in December. And this is where I got a sneak peek at cutting edge technologies, therapies, and high quality supplements that are redefining what it means to live well. So, you guys ready? So, let's be honest. Most of us have been conditioned to think that health is reactive, right? We wait until something goes wrong, then we slap a band aid on it. But here's the truth: your health destiny is in your hands. The future about proactive care is here. It is here right now, and it's been here for the past who knows how many years. We just need to open up our eyes, open up our minds, and become aware of it. And this is why I do what I do here at Mastery Podcast, right? And there are so many different things that the public is not aware. And my goal in 2025 and beyond is to bring all that out to the limelight, and let's dive into it. So now the first thing I want to share with you is about mental health and about brain health, right? And I got to experience this theta chamber. This is a technology that INNERgy Development is showing, and it is a game changer, you all. It is a game changer for reducing stress, for promoting clarity, promoting health, promoting brain function, and the whole nine yards with mental health. So I'll just let you listen to the developer and the representative here at INNERgy Development. Let's see what they have to say. So we are here with Wes, and can you explain to me the science? What you do with INNERgy? Is it INNERgy Development company, and the science behind that technology back there?
So what we see spinning behind us is the theta chamber. The theta chamber was originally built to do theta stimulation between 4 and 8 hertz. But since then, the product has evolved. It can do delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma stimulation, depending on what we need to give to the client. And it can do pulse electromagnetic fields, so PEMF, cranial electric stimulation, audio-visual entrainment, and the device spins at 13 RPM, so it allows that inner ear to have the sensation of floating. And even people who get claustrophobia don't seem to experience that at all when they're inside the chamber. It's mildly dissociative, particularly when we're doing the theta entrainment, and people feel like they've been floating. A little bit of a feeling of euphoria afterwards. But it can be used for people who have clinical conditions, addictions, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, chronic pain, anything that we can use frequency-based medicine to be able to help people to experience an entrained wave state that allows them to feel either more relaxed, less anxious, less depressed, and that feeling of euphoria. This thing will do it.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much.
So else, I'm happy to do it.
I'm here with Lauren. He's the developer and developer of this machine that share the theta chamber. And can you tell us a little bit about why you developed that and how it had helped your son?
My son that we had adopted had cerebral palsy. And as he was going up about the age of 6, he was headed towards a wheelchair. And so we started looking for ways to help him deal with the issue. And we came up with, it took us 2 years, but we came up with a pod that stimulates the brain through visual, auditory, and cranial stimulation with the vestibular. And in that combination,
In 21 days, it started to remap and reprogram those neural pathways in his brain. Within 6 months, he was no longer had any gait issues. He's now 42 years old, 2nd-degree black belt, has had no signs of cerebral palsy since he was 8 years old.
Wow.
So
Is he still using the machine?
no, he only went through 21 days.
21 days, and that's it. And it resolved his issue completely.
Yeah, there's a period of time from birth up to about 8 years is about the maximum, and you can see absolutely miraculous change. When we get past 8 years, we get improvement, but not as dramatic.
I see. So it can be used in adult.
Oh, we use it on infants. We use it on pregnant women. It's used for everybody. There's no contraindications for that machine.
Wow, that's amazing. And how long have you had the machine?
Since 1986.
1986. Wow. Is there anything else you want to say to people who are watching that who have certain kind of conditions?
So anything to do with emotional, like depression, anxiety, autism, suicidal tendencies, and substance abuse, this is truly an amazing device to help reprogram the brain to not have those issues, or to be able to cope with those issues better.
And what about people with PTSD?
Amazing. Because really a PTSD, in a very simple term, it's neural pathways that are causing you to, when a certain sound happens or a certain thing happens, for you to go back to a traumatic event. This is going to help remap that to where that isn't going to happen. You go back to a happier place.
Wow. Great. Awesome thing. I want one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I can't say enough about the theta chamber. I got 4 minutes, y'all. 4 minutes of experience, and it was out of this world. I get to climb into that chamber, and they put that eye patch on me, and the lights, the colors, everything was just, what can I say except wow. Wow and wow. There are times that I would meditate, y'all, for hours. And I didn't get this type of effects that I get with this theta chamber. It is amazing. You all got to try it. I would definitely get a full treatment from this theta chamber. So I get to follow up with the company later. And it was just amazing, y'all. And guess what? It didn't stop there. I also caught up with Brian from Intelligent Threads. Intelligent Threads is a company that's revolutionized what we wear to support our body. So let's hear from Brian. All right, we're here with Brian, the CEO of Intelligent Threads.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about why your clothes here can help you feel better and get rid of pain and stuff like that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So what happens is your body goes to a compensational state. You pick up a box or you stump your toe and you get out of balance. And then what should happen is your body gets back into the right position and uncompensates. But every once in a while, your body compensates. Instead of uncompensating, it compensates. Then it compensates. And now all of a sudden you have pains in random parts of your body, but you didn't do anything to it because it's being held by a compensational state. Well, really all that is muscles that are being pulled, that are pulling the bone out of place. So if we can get those muscles to let go, then the body can go back into its natural anatomical neutral position. And that typically stops a lot of different discomforts and pains. Now, if you have a tooth infection, it's not going to help it. So it's not magic, it doesn't fix everything, but it will release the muscles, which will help your overall body balance and posture.
Awesome. And how in the world can it work?
So people love us because we're instant. Once you put our clothes on, the muscles let go immediately. It took me 15 years, but I finally found what interacts with the body, causing the muscles to let go. I broke that down into a particle form. We embed it into all our shirts, all our fibers. And so when you put it on, it's actually a signaling process that signals to the muscle, and then the muscle lets go. Or we're not a TENS unit, or we don't do anything with TENS units, but think about it like a TENS unit. You put it on and it causes your muscles to flex.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving you a signal. It's
Right.
the same kind of thing, but yet we're not saying we're a TENS unit. We just figured out the signaling process that causes the muscles to let go.
Nice. Thank you, Brian.
Come, that was fun.
Yeah, too. Thank you. Y'all check him out.
Yeah, intelligentthreads.com. Yep.
And we here with Gabe, who have been get a lot of benefit from this intelligent thread, right? Can you tell us your story?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so back in high school, I was a big basketball guy. I was an all-state star player for basketball. And so what I had done was I had torn my meniscus. It's a little tear, but it was enough to put me out for what was supposed to be 5 months. And so my dad was actually friends with Brian, the inventor, and he actually gave me some blankets and some patches to kind of deal with through my workouts like that, just kind of recovering. And within a month and a half, I was already back in playing like nothing even happened. And it was just a great experience to kind of really get back in there. And so that's kind of the whole point of seeing what it can actually do for me.
And we are here with Wayman.
Yes, ma'am.
Wayman gonna tell us a little bit about your wife and how she experienced the intelligent thread.
Right. So that's really why I'm here today. I'm actually don't work for Intelligent Threads. I'm really just a client, and really my wife was the first client. My wife suffers from some autoimmune issues. She gets to certain times in her life where she just has uncontrollable pain and really locks up. A couple of months ago, she woke up and was having problems just physically getting out of bed. I met Brian through a men's club that we're joined in and together with, and kept hearing about his ability to help people with pain and help people get realigned. I finally was at a point, we tried chiropractors, we had tried massage therapists, we had tried everybody, and I finally didn't have anything else to do. So I called him, I said, look, I really like to give you an opportunity. We just sort of kind of built our relationship, didn't know him that well, but I really was at a point of, we had to do something. So my wife luckily got an appointment that day. She struggled to get there. We struggled to get her on the table. She gets up on the table and he lays this shirt on her and she immediately starts giggling.
Wow.
Immediately starts giggling.
Wow.
And she's like, what did you do? And Brian's like, what do you mean? And she's like, I feel something. So the beauty of Intelligent Threads is that it does help release the muscle tension. But on top of that, what Brian does in his clinic is amazing as well. So he just methodically just walked around and helped her alignment and helped re-engage areas that weren't engaged because of some of her muscle tension. Just slow and calmly worked on her, and then all of a sudden said, all right, get off the table. And she swung her legs around and jumped off the table.
Awesome.
Like,
I want one of those.
and it was completely incredible. We've been married 6 years. We just had our 6-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
I have not seen her in this little of pain in the entire 6 years I've known her. So I personally, after that, was like, okay, I need to try this. And so I was having some shoulders issues, and he put the magic shirt. I call it the magic shirt. That's in my name for it, magic shirt on me. And from taking my arm just to here, I was able to extend it completely back. And it is completely improved my sleep patterns.
Wow.
Where I was always a good sleeper, my shoulder was helping me, making me where I wasn't sleeping consistently. Now I sleep great, and it's all because of his technology. So I told him, I said, look, Brian, if you ever need anything because of what you've done for my wife, I'll be more than glad to come help you out. So I'm here just as somebody that has been a client that saw what it's done for my wife, what it's done for me. I wanted to make sure that we get other people. And working here at the conference, it's undeniable watching the number of people he's helped and their responses. If you're ever here at the booth, it's great because watching people's faces when they get this shirt put on and they start giggling are some of the off comments that we can't necessarily repeat on camera that they say when they get the feeling of the relief from that tension. It's indescribable. So it's been an honor to be here with him and help people and just watch people's faces light up when they feel the relief that they've gotten from the shirt.
Thank you so much for your time. My pleasure. It's Wayman. You're Wayman. Wow, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And you all please check out. And I hope you can get benefit from this and check them out.
Yes, y'all have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you heard that right. 2 minutes. Who knew your clothes could actually help your muscle and your joints relax and feel better, right? It's innovation like this, y'all, that shows how far we have come as humanity. And we just need to open up our eyes and see and, really do some research and take a look at all, some of this development that have been here that is shaping the future of our health. Let's say next up, we're going to talk about supplements, right? Here's the deal. Not all supplements are created equal. We caught up with Research Nutritional, which is a company committed to formulating products backed by real science. Well, let's see what the CEO, Dennis Schoen, has to say about the supplement at Research Nutritionals. We are here with Dennis, and he's the CEO of Research Nutritional, and he's gonna tell you a little bit about why he started this company and how you can get a better product and not go to like the regular store and get some mediocre product for your health. And that is welcome.
So yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to introduce our company to your audience. The purpose in starting the company, I actually founded the company 19 years ago. And the purpose of it was to actually bring science into the nutritional supplement industry and actually do clinical studies, get them published in peer-reviewed journals so both patients and practitioners know what to expect. It's no longer a guessing game. It doesn't have to be a guessing game on how something is going to work for people. And that to me is what excites me. So we constantly have research studies going on at research institutions like Northwestern or Penn State or other research institutes. And we focus a lot on mitochondrial function, really the center of the metabolic system in our bodies and important for creating energy. But we do a lot with that, and we do a lot with detox with our glutathione, improving intercellular absorption. So what differentiates us is really the research that we do. We don't build products on fat ingredients. We use multiple mechanisms of action because the body's too complicated to think that one ingredient or one mechanism is really going to help somebody.
Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for the time and good luck to you.
Thank you. We are here today with Debbie.
Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah, so I am one of the regional representatives with Research Nutritionals. I currently cover the Carolinas, educating providers on our products and how they could have benefits to their patients. Research Nutritionals does a lot of research on the product, so we have it. The research is on the product as it sits in the bottle as your patient would take it. So we have about 40 products, and we have 7 of them that have peer-reviewed, clinically published data on them.
Awesome. And you're going to talk a little bit about the 3 products that you have here.
Yeah, so our core products, so ATP 360, this is our mitochondria product. This is meant to assist helping not only the mitochondria itself with things that fuel what we call the Krebs cycle. So you've got CoQ10, you've got alpha lipoic acid, but it also has something in there called PQQ, which helps mitochondrial regenesis. That's a fancy way of saying that we're going to help future mitochondria be improved. The mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell, helping kind of the root of the root when we don't feel like we have enough energy to think or to recover from exercise. Those are all places where you can consider needing mitochondrial support. This also has something called phospholipids in it. Phospholipid, if we think about the membrane of a cell, it's something that it needs to be pliable. It doesn't want to be hard or firm. What that does is it helps nutrients can get in, toxins can get out, and basically just makes a happier mitochondria. That's where what we call the electron transport chain is housed. So that's fostering both mitochondria and the membrane in and of itself.
So I know that's a lot for some of you, and for the clinicians out there, they're like, oh yes, you know what you're talking about. But can you tell people who don't know anything about mitochondria, what does that mean for them? How do they feel differently after they take it?
So this product has been shown to help with things like fatigue. So thinking about any kind of fatigue, it could be mental fatigue, it could be physical fatigue, it could be not good recovery after a workout. So this has been shown to help fatigue, so increasing energy 52% in just 2 months. But even at 1 week, we had a 35% increase in energy. Things like sleep. A lot of people don't think about sleep being paired to energy, but bodies need energy in order to recover and repair well. So that showed 68% increases in sleep. So you're going to get better sleep when you're working on your mitochondria. We all have heard about inflammation over the last few years. It also helps with inflammatory markers and mental function. So just helping the brain to actually work better. So those are the things that it's been proven to help with.
Great. I'm getting one of those, y'all. And you have a couple more here that want to talk about.
Yeah, so this is our liposomal glutathione. It's called Trifortify. I don't know if people have heard about getting things like IVs. So we're getting things straight into the blood to essentially go straight to the blood. That is what this is doing. This is not a blood supplement. It's an oral supplement that you take. You put it under the tongue, and what it does is it helps to go into the red blood cell so that you're getting less oxidation. When we think about oxidation, think about rust. You don't want our bodies rusty or getting old. You don't want rusty parts. We want brand new, shiny parts. That's what this is helping with. So as oxidation, it helps with what we call natural killer cell function. And that's just a fancy way of saying helping immune function. It also gets into the red blood cell. So this is going to be the closest thing that you could get to an IV glutathione without having to get a needle. I don't like needles. This, for me, is an excellent option.
You got glutathione.
Yes. And then we have, so this is our molecular hydrogen. So molecular hydrogen is a very small element. It means that it can get in, it crosses what we call the blood-brain. Steps that I would think about this product is for headache or migraine. Post-exercise recovery, when you have that lactic acid and soreness, this can help with that. Even in some providers who are using this for traumatic brain injuries or just any kind of mental function, you can certainly use this just prophylactically every day. You can do it twice a day. The little tablets that are in here, they are in little blister packs. So you can see that we're keeping the oxygen out of this. You put this little tablet into water and it effervesces or bubbles up, kind of like an Alka-Seltzer would. You want to drink it within, I'd say, about 10 to 20 minutes after it finishes effervescing. You're basically trying to capture that gas that's within that water. So it's getting right into the system. And people feel really nice after having this product.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can biohack, right? Then our body is so depleted every day. And our food is not the same as it used to be. And you need supplement. What's better than the research nutritional? They are amazing products.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Your interest. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Denise, for that insight. This is what sets high quality supplements apart. When you invest in products that address your health at the root cause, you're not just masking problems, you're building a foundation for lifelong wellness. Right, so you all take a look in your cupboard. What type of supplements are you taking? What brand? Where are you buying it from? And those quality, I suggest that you check with your wellness specialist. And guess what? It's not your mainstream medical offices. So open your mind and open your eyes and look around you and see the amazing options that you have. Well, let's walk over to the NAD Plus booth, and many of us have seen Justin Bieber, right, and his girlfriend. They post on TikTok on how they are going to live forever because they took the NAD Plus infusion. And if you follow the social media, there are many people who are talking about NAD Plus. There's David Sinclair and all those people who are in the anti-aging world, right? And those of us who are, who want to try this NAD Plus and who are afraid of needles, there are supplements that you can take, which is called MNN, which is a precursor of the NAD Plus. But what you can do also is take this NAD Plus push patch. I mean, not take it, but put it on. It's pretty easy. And if you are wondering what NAD Plus is, let me break it down. It's a molecule that powers the energy production in your cells, kind of like the fuel for your body's engine, right? So here's the kicker though. As we age, NAD plus levels drop. And that's when fatigue, slower recovery, and other signs of aging kind of creep up. I certainly felt that before I start taking the NAD plus. But these patches are so easy. They are so non-invasive, and you can just put it directly on your skin. And there is this, battery that kind of drive the absorption of the NAD plus. And I bought 2 packs myself, and honestly, the results kind of blew me away. I felt more energized, just like taking the injection, right? I felt more focused and just better overall. I even got to chat with Daniela North, who's passionate about how these patches are changing the game. So this is what I love so much about the future of our health and wellness solutions that are accessible, that are easy to use, and that are scientifically backed. So the push pad is just one example, right, of how we can support our bodies in ways we didn't even know were possible a few years ago. Now, let's talk more about technology. Have you heard about the RegenPod by Prism Research? This thing uses photobiomodulation, specific light wavelengths to recharge your cells, reduce inflammation, and, boost your energy. Hi, and you're Ken. Can you tell us a little bit about the technology behind this RegenPod? Let's say we should stand in front of it. Yeah.
So we've been in the laser business for about 20 years. So a lot of times lasers can drive energy down deep into the body, trick the mitochondria into releasing ATP, which helps with healing. So that's the underlying concept of most photobiomodulation. So the key factors are that it's like wavelengths are very important, dosage is very important, impulsing can be very important. So we just tried to take all the best technology from a lot of years in the laser industry and put it into more like a self-serve type system, so that we can get access to a lot more people. And it doesn't take a highly skilled doctor to apply the appropriate level of solution.
Yeah, awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about what different type of lights in here? They're like red lights and stuff like that.
Right. So what we do is 30% is red. The red light's actually going to be the best for superficial stuff like wound management potentially, and dermatitis and stuff like that too. That's where you see a lot of red. But really A10 is the best wavelength that will go the deepest to try and get to internal organs and structural problems. And that's about 25% of our power. And then we do some A50. It's not quite as efficient at traveling deep, but it helps balance it a little bit. And then 940 can be good for like pain control and inflammation control. So we're basically a little bit like a shotgun trying to solve multiple problems, all with one system. Each wavelength is individually controlled. And then a lot of times we will pulse the system, the light on and off, like everybody's familiar with like alpha, beta, theta waves. So by picking one appropriately, we can either get somebody excited or get somebody relaxed. And there's also a difference between, healthy tissue and unhealthy tissue have different natural frequencies. And so by driving in light at a healthy frequency, it can sometimes maybe remind the tissue of what it should be doing. It's like kind of, jump starting it a little bit.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. And I tried this, y'all. I tried this yesterday. It was amazing. Yeah. The experience was, I felt very good afterwards. You relax and all that stuff. And where can people find this type of device? Where can they go to get this type of treatment?
There's just getting to be more and more wellness centers around the country. We're putting a lot of that, chiropractors for big, physical therapy and general wellness is the biggest areas where people are getting it.
My name is Carrie, and I'm here with RegenPod.
Yeah.
And I have a clinic in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's called Freedom Therapies.
And how do you use RegenPod?
I treat patients that come into my clinic for either Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, pain, inflammation, skin. If you have autoimmune disorders, you can get in and help put some symptoms to sleep, maybe.
Yeah. And can you tell us a little bit about your experience? Why do you work with RegenPod?
Because it helped me. I am a disabled veteran, and I was on 28 medications through the VA, and I took it to a pharmacist, and they said, no, you don't need to be taking these together. I was like, well, I'm going to get full benefits. So I quit taking them, and I fully immersed myself into these pod, and I don't take anything now, and it's been over 2 years.
Yeah. And you lost.
I lost a lot weight. I went from 210 down to 140.
Yeah. And how do you feel?
100% better. Like a different human.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Carrie.
You're welcome.
All right. Getting into one of these RegenPods is like giving your body's batteries a recharge, and the results are incredible. Yep, I got to try this pod too. It is truly amazing. I feel more energized. I feel rejuvenated. I just want to lay in there forever. It's just amazing. You all, if you have access to this, I say go and try it. And the takeaway, you all, is like it's time, right, to look beyond the conventional system, to look beyond what you have in front of you, what has been given to us, in the past decade or a couple of decades or your whole life. You don't have to settle for that. It's reactive sick care, right? There are incredible modalities, incredible choices for you out there that really truly support you at the root cause. It's from mental health tools to regenerative tech to supplements to NAD plus, the whole 9 yards. And listen, if your healthcare provider isn't open to exploring this solution with you, it's okay. You can find someone else who is willing. It is your health, so your rules, right? And guys, here on Mastery Podcast, we are just getting started. We'll keep bringing you experts. We keep bringing you stories and solutions to empower your health journey. From the latest therapies to mindset tools, you have got options. And, so if you're ready, right, to take control of your health, to invest in your health, and to thrive in 2025 and beyond, because we've got a lot more coming your way. So stay tuned for more episodes. And you guys, thanks for tuning in to Mastery Podcast. Remember, your health is your wealth. Invest in it wisely and live a full, vibrant health, y'all. And thanks again for joining us, and join us again as we uncover the future of wellness together, 2025 and beyond. Don't forget, subscribe, share, and stay connected for more expert insights. Until next time, you guys, be good to yourself, stay healthy, stay well, and I see you next time. Bye for now.